socks knocked off by her this day. The Voice is here. 4 Grammy nominations, 2 Emmy nominations, 3 standing room only Broadway shows, and 2 sold-out U.S. tours. The lady she's unbelievably hot. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Patti Labelle. Patti has given me her prom corsage.
I gave it to Oprah because she deserves it, because she's such a wonderful lady. Someone sent this to me earlier today, and I had it on earlier, and I said, no, I want to give it up. I want to give it to Oprah because she looks pretty in it.
I thank you. I thank you.
So, Carolyn, don't get upset when you see that
I'm wearing it.
But I think she wanted me to give it to you anyway.
Thank you. I wanted to say this about you. You are almost nice to a fault, because I was backstage with you when you were performing in Chicago, and a lot of times people bring flowers up on the stage, and by the end of the show, there's a little wilted carnation barely hanging on to its stem. Patti Labelle takes every flower that anybody ever gives her, puts it on the plane, and she's sitting up there on the plane with 3 dozen flowers from everywhere.
Yeah, you know, I know that it's very hard sometimes for folks to buy things. And when they buy flowers, and sometimes the flowers are so expensive. I mean, I know that corsage is expensive, but we deserve it. So that's why I gave it to you. But I want you to know that because you give it to me, I don't give it and leave it. I don't leave them in the dressing room. I have so many fights on airplanes with stewardess because I'm saying, where can I put my flowers? So she said, give up your seat. I said, wait, Miss Fink, can you find just put them up top or something? You know, I said, you know, like in the top. She said, oh, no, there's no regulations for flowers. We can't, you know, and I got into a real fight one day about my flowers from my fans because I said, I'm not leaving my flowers. And when it's just too many, I leave them at hospitals. Like in Westbury, we just finished there. And I got more flowers because I think people knew that this was like my last concert for this year. They gave me flowers. I got flowers, flowers, flowers. So I left some with the hospitals, but the other ones, I get a van just for flowers, to take flowers to my house.
Your last concert.
Okay.
A lot of people there are a lot of people in this country who just heard you sing on this show. And there are others of us who've been following you for years and years and years and years and years. The New York Times has said that you were electrifying, that you're a high priestess of song, and so on and so on. When you hear all of these accolades about yourself, and how spirit-filled you are, how does it make you feel?
Very, very honored that the critic could say those nice things about me.
As a matter of fact, the New York Times said you are the high priestess of good vibrations whose concerts are communal and an outpouring of affection.
Well, when I get up there, when I get up here like today, it was like seeing the people in line before I came. I saw everybody out there waiting to come in. It was just so emotional to me because a lot of the people were waiting for me to come in, and they were like waiting for Patti to sing. And whenever I get that feeling, and I always get it, it's like I've been blessed with something that I love to share. And you've been blessed with something, obviously, that you love to share, and that's your emotions. So
I wish I had what you had, though, see?
Oh, get out of here.
See, if I want to come back in the next life, I want to have your voice. But see, we never are satisfied with what we have.
You want to sing like me?
Yeah, I want to sing like you. I cannot, so don't even try it.
You can.
Don't try it. Don't even try it, girlfriend.
I can show you some things.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you know? Because I know you brought pictures of you when you were just a nappy-headed little girl.
Ooh, child.
Before you discovered that optimum perm.
The perm.
Let me tell you about the perm. Before ultra-extreme permanent cream relax.
PCB.
PCB. Yeah, before all that.
Let me tell you about the perm.
Yeah.
Well, and see, I'm here because of my friend Oprah. So she put us up in this beautiful hotel. Well, I'm not going to say the hotel.
Anyway, you can. The Chicago Hilton Towers.
The Chicago Hilton Towers. They're so special over there. They're so nice. They're so nice that concierge, he said that anything we wanted, the concierge, anything we wanted, we'll get for you. Honey, they went to the drugstore and got me some TCB perm.
No.
I swear to God. Last night, so they ran out and got TCP perm, got some kind of Revlon other stuff, some shampoo, got me some toothpaste.
Oh, that is a good
I mean, they went out, they just bought a lot of things for me.
Let me tell you this. We always put our guests there. And this is the first time, you know, they called up and said that you were the nicest person who's ever been in a hotel. They said, exactly, they said, this is the nicest star who's ever been at this hotel. I
was up there hanging with them for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I went to the restaurant downstairs, and I mean, that hotel is nice. They were just nice. I like people. That's why whatever I have to give you and you, I mean, I'm here for you because I appreciate you appreciating me.
Now, how is it that you've maintained that? We were talking earlier that sometimes it comes from having some kind of foundation. You've been singing a long time. As I was talking about being a little nappy-headed girl,
that's right.
There's a picture of you from you.
That I brought, pictures I brought a little nappy-head thing.
When did you know that you had it?
I knew it about, oh gosh, I guess I was about 6 or 7. And
where were you? Did it hit you somewhere?
I think I was in my bedroom in Philadelphia.
That's a good place.
That's where I'm from. And I would just stand in front of the mirror and sing all day and play with my animals. I mean, I had no friends, just little animals. And the dogs and cats would give me the bark, sometimes bark of approval, and say, yeah, meow, you're all right. They would let me know that I was cool. So I said, okay. So I knew that I was going to sing or dance or something, and that was, like I said, like at the age of 6 or 7. And then I just started singing with my church choir, I mean, sometime after that. And singing on the choir,
and when you were in the choir, because I started out speaking, people said to my grandmother, had it made, this child is gifted. So when you, because I would do little Easter pieces, you know.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, little Easter pieces. Little Easter pieces, little
Do you have
Christmas
any old
pieces.
patent leather pump?
And little patent leather
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And so, excuse us, please. And so when you would stand up and sing, would people say, Lord, that Patti can sing?
Oh, that's what they would say. And, I mean, there were other times that I wasn't performing in church. I would be maybe at the Apollo Theater or something, and somebody would say from the audience, that's a singing. You know.